Hi everybody, Stan. Hey, we're going to continue on our vlog series of creating an album and how we go through the process of writing songs all the way through recording and producing them. And I'm just going to take little tidbits of stuff that I'm doing along the way and show them to you and just kind of show you my process. And we're continuing that. Last week we talked about how do we get started with an idea in writing a song or writing a piece of music. Where do we start? And we talked about one. It really is a good idea if you've never learned an instrument or you don't know anything about music. Take some time to do that. Take some lessons. By the way, I teach lessons. If you need anything like that, look up my website, danielcarl.com. I've got stuff on there that will help you do that. And if you need to contact me, if you have any questions, please do that. But get in with somebody that can teach you some basics on music theory, what chord progressions are, what rhythm is, how do you arrange music, and it all is the same, no matter if it's orchestral music or smooth jazz or rock or whatever. Music is music. It'll always be music, no matter. It's always arrived at the same way. So that's why there's a theory behind it. The more you know it, the easier it is to access your ideas and get them out and express them. So anyway, that's the first thing we talked about. The other thing was listening. We were going to listen to some other people do their thing. Music that we like and we listen to, and we will pay money to hear someone else because we just are entertained by it and we love the sound of that music. Listen to that stuff. Really analyze what's going on. What are they doing? How are they breaking up the song? What are the melodies like? How are the chord progressions? And by doing that, it helps you start to glean some things that will bring some ideas to your head. I play keyboards, and I'm also a trombone player and singer, so that's going to be kind of a head start. If you've never done this before, you don't know an instrument, I encourage you to do that, or get with somebody that does, like plays a guitar, whatever. You need something to help you get some ideas down. So in my case, I usually will sit at my keyboard, and last week we talked about just listening. So I came up with some stuff, listened to some things. I thought, I came up with several ideas, but this is the one I'm going to share with you today. And I'm just going to play it for you here. Let me switch over to my DAW. So I just came up with a little thing. I liked it on the road, so I was playing with that. Make sure I have all this muted so I don't get a whole bunch of stuff here. So this was the idea I had. Here we go. Okay, that's the 8-bar groove that I came up with. I thought that's kind of cool. So I very quickly, I think I actually even had the drum pattern going already when I was playing it, just to kind of help me get into the groove. But here's the drum part that I added with it just to help me do that. Now I normally use samples when I'm writing this style of music, just because that's the way most the songs you hear on the radio, they come from using samples and different sounds. This actually happens to be a real acoustic drum set, so it sounds very real. But anyway, listen to how it sounds with just adding the drum line. Already it's starting to form into something very cool. And we've got a groove going. Okay, so, and you can see I've kind of looped it here. I'm just doing those 8 bars just to get something rolling here. Now, I always, when I get something where I've got a groove like that, I always like to just add real quick just a simple bass line just to lock it in. It helps me develop the other things that are going to come, like the melody and stuff. So here's what it sounds like with the bass. Okay, so you see the bass really adds. I mean, it locks everything in. That almost sounds like a full thing going in there, and I can use that kind of as an intro if I wanted to. So now I have something that I can loop and start to play around with some ideas, and I have put several things together here, but I'm just going to show you one, a melody and another keyboard part that I added. Here's another piano part that I kind of layered with the Rhodes sound that I had. Now keep in mind, it's all about layering and using what we call dynamics to express this thing that's moving. Music is always moving. You either have highs or you have lows, just like we do in life, right? So that's how we want to express in music, and that's what's going to keep our interest as we listen to it. So I'm layering things, but I'm going to change that up as we go through the song to give more dynamics. So here's another piano part I added. I'll use this probably later in the song, but just listen to how this sounds. Okay, just to kind of add a little more texture to the sound as it's going through there. And I started making some, I threw in a little guitar part in there, but we won't play that right now, mainly because I'm not finished with the idea on it. But here's a couple of melody ideas I was throwing in. It probably won't even wind up being this melody, but I don't know, I kind of like it. It might be in there somewhere. Now I'm going to probably do this on trombone, but I'm going to use probably multi-instruments to layer. Again, we want to get that texture going. It's all about layering the sounds. You always want to have your bass and your chord instruments and the rhythm to lay the foundation, but everything's layered in, so think of it in those terms. Here's a melody that I kind of added. Check this out. Again, very, very simple, but something that's going to add and you develop. Always start simple. Throw out a statement, right? And then as you develop the song, you build that up on that thing. So that's what arranging is. You want to start with doing that. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to start, like I am, just kind of breaking it out and seeing what I can do to develop this. I'll probably come up with another section that's different than this. This is what I would call my verse section, A section. I definitely will have a B section and probably a chorus and possibly even a bridge. Those four sections are usually what you'll find in most pop music, most modern jazz music. You just listen to it, and that's what happens when you listen to other people's music. You can see how it's organized. If you can see that, it helps you to see how to develop it. So anyway, I'm going to continue working on this, but you do the same. Go work on your music, and if you have any questions as to what I'm doing and you think it might help you, give me a reply on the description down below on this. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to keep doing this, and as soon as I put up a new video, it'll let you know. And follow me, and let's see what we can come up together with. I hope you have a great time writing music. I'm going to continue, and you have a great week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.